Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking you to Griffith Park. I'm going to take you to one of the best popular trails in Griffith Park. This is a great way to get to the Griffith Observatory. This is about a quarter of a mile, and I'm going to show you around here. And if you want to come to this trail, you got to come early because it gets kind of busy here. There's not enough parking, so you don't need to get the best parking spot ever that you can get here. I'm gonna show around. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the trail right now. It's right over there, the entrance where it says Ferndell Canyon. Well, it's not a canyon, but it's a trail. Okay, let's go the other side. Okay, we finally made it to the Ferndell trail. And right beneath it, you're gonna see a plaque saying Carolino Indian site. Back in memorial times, this place used to be a ceremonial site for the Toma people that used to live around this area. And around 1914, the Los Angeles Park Recreation Department decided to make it the way it was back in those days. So they planted more trees, more plants from here, from locally and international. And by around the 1930s, after the Great Depression, the government decided to make a program called a New Deal so they can create jobs. And during that time, they started building the bridges that you're gonna see around here coming up. But this is a stream that used to be for like time immemorial. You might be able to see crayfish, and I don't think there's any fish in here. There's a lot of trees, a lot of shades, a lot of fern. That's what they call Ferndell Trail. They also have palm trees here. Probably California palm trees. They have these nice beaches. Wow, look at this area here. They have these benches where you can actually sit and relax and read a book or just listen to the birds.
But you can't book it with adult consent.
Yeah, there's some more small fish. You can see, I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they're right there. These are big trees. It's a nice bridge, eh? This is probably from the 1930s during that project, the New Deal. And I think this is where it actually ends. It's not that bad, it's quite a mile. I think at the end there's some picnic tables. There's some water here. Probably going underground and then it shows up over there. And this is it. Then at the end you're gonna have this like a park type of thing, and then you have just some picnic tables. I don't know if you can barbecue in this area. And that tree on the right, I think that takes you to the Griffith Observatory. If you're going straight still, you're gonna have a playground for kids on the left hand side. There's some picnic tables. I don't see any grills, unfortunately. But there's a bathroom right in front of us. And here you can, I used to come here with my family when they were like really kids, 5, 7, 10 years old. So if you follow this trail here, you can make a loop, either take the right hand side or the left hand side, either way. It's gonna be sunny, so there's no shade from here to the Griffith Observatory. And you can barely see the Griffith Observatory on the top. We're gonna keep going, see what's up. Okay, once you come here on this side here, you got 2 ways to go to the top, right? Either that side over there, on the left hand side, or the one here. So you can make it a loop. You can go through this trail first here, and then once you're done with the observatory, you can come down to the other side. You can see it right over there. It's not a trail, it's a 5 road, so you have plenty of space here. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I think it's less than a mile. It probably looks steep. So let's go and see. It's a little sunny, kind of cool. You can bring your dogs here, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's good for a day. I mean, you go up the hill, then you spend a couple of hours in the Griffith Observatory. Should be good to go. And as you can see, there's no shade, and there's a Griffith Observatory right on top. I'll tell you what though, there's no flat areas, like everything's going uphill. It's a nice view though. Nice view of the Griffith Observatory. But everything's uphill. You see the trail zigzagging? I think that's where we're going.
It's okay. And like
you won't get lost because it's like it's only one trail. We're 1 5 road. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Okay, so almost to the top. This is the last leg. That's the trail we took, and this is the last leg probably. You go around that area, make a left at the end. Yeah, this is steep. You don't have to be like a super shape, but yeah. And we're finally almost here. Last push, and that's it. Then you have this nice view. That's downtown Los Angeles, San Pedro, and South Central. You know, then you got Glendale. You got more trails. Okay. All right, finally made it to the Griffith Observatory. Right there. It's not that bad. It's not bad from the parking lot where I park in Ferndell. All the way here is about probably a mile, less than a mile. And if you come here to this place here, you can park here in front of it, but it's kind of expensive, I think. And as soon as you get here, you're gonna see the monument to the astronomers. And here you're gonna see Hipparchus, one of the first ones that study, I think. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll find out later on. Well, astronomer's monument, and it has something there so you can find out more about each one of them. Okay, let's go to. There's a monument dedicated to. There was a film called Rebel Without a Cause. The film right here in this area became really famous. It was one of the first time they used this area as a movie backdrop or something. And right at the end, you see Mount Lee with the Hollywood sign. I don't have a zooming feature in my camera, but that's Hollywood sign over there. Okay, let's go inside here. Oh, here you're gonna see like the solar system. There's our sun. Then you hear the Earth. And I guess every foot is like 20 million miles, I think. Okay, let's go inside. As soon as you enter the building, you're gonna see this rotunda covered with murals and panels. They were painted by Hugo Boll in 1934. It represents celestial mythology like gods, planets, anything related to astronomy. The panels relates to all sciences such as astronomy, navigation, geology, biology, etc. Here you're gonna see this pendulum here. It's been since 1935. It demonstrates the Earth's rotation. The pendulum is mounted to a bearing in the rotunda ceiling and it doesn't turn with the building as it rotates with the Earth. On the north wing, I think this is the north wing. You're gonna see this Tesla coil, but it's on every hour, I think. And in this section, this one here, you're gonna see the origins of the telescope. And now we're gonna head to the ground level. I think it's the ground level, all the way to the bottom. Oh, these are the first one that I think was modeled after they found one from Greece, one of the oldest representation of the what should I call that? Astronomy. Zodiacs. Yeah, the zodiacs. Okay, this is the bottom floor. This is one of the newest part of the observatory. And here you're gonna have all the planets. And if you notice, you're gonna have like Mercury, Venus, and all the stuff. And you can weigh yourself and you can find out how much you weigh on each planet. And here I think is the galaxy. Okay, let's go to the other side. I think the second floor it talks about meteorites, its histories and impacts. And there's one meteorite here. 395 pounds. It's a real meteorite. And then you have it's kind of the origins of the meteorite, where they're coming from and all this stuff. There's another one here. Okay, let's go to.
It's growing. It's like I don't get what the big deal is.
It's live. It's a live image of the sun. And here, I think it's a spectral. They call it a spectroscope. It measures the wavelength of the sun. You can barely see anything there. But all these frames here, these pictures here, is about the sun. How active it looks like, and then what is it? Anything about the sun, sunspots, and everything else. And then you have the periodic table here, all the elements, and also talks about the sun, our sun, and you compare it to other suns in the galaxy. Okay, this is where you get the best views of downtown Los Angeles.
Pogledao na map neki je bil zelo blizu. To se že ene 5 minut piš. Sam nisem spremenil, pač na bookingu še zmeni ta stari naslov. In to je pač tak sam grad viš, vse pa luče.
If he got a haircut, he would have looked better. Thank God he hadn't gotten a haircut.
He's gonna be thinking about that interaction from the man
I'm positive. I mean, it happened.
Ne, ajde.
It looks great here at night. At night it's really awesome because you see all the city lights. It's really nice, very, very romantic. Okay, right on the side of the entrance, the big entrance, you're gonna see these stairs. You can use the stairs to get to the roof of the observatory. Just go around, and you're gonna see 3 telescopes. These are very historical telescopes. You still got nice views of the city, and then you see the first dome of one of the telescopes. Oh, I think that's where they have the show. I think the solar telescope, the one we use for the sun. That's one we saw live. This is a live one. Then on the other side, you have what's the name? The telescope. You're gonna see a sign there, the telescope. I don't know if it's open. Yeah, it is open. What is that? Is that a camera? That's for la camera. Huh? Here's the size telescope, 12-inch refracting telescope. I think it's live too. Okay, this is it. That's the telescope right there. Is it like a house there? And this is James Dean Monuments. This is where they filmed the Railroad Without a Cause. This is a guy here. It was a pretty famous movie. I think 1950s, I think it was the movie. On that side, they filmed Terminator 2 on that side. You see that pine tree over there? Like the restrooms, that was they filmed the Terminator 2. There's a whole bunch of films that were filmed in this area. Okay, well, this is all for now. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll show you some other stuff around Los Angeles. Okay, right, take it easy. Bye.